some of these bees coming home. Please, wind. Just hold off for 5 more minutes. All right.
She says they don't like the winds.
If I can get them in here, if the queen goes in first, they'll be quicker to go in. But if she does not, they will not.
She says she doesn't need to use the smoke.
That kind of Mars there, it keeps them from communicating really well. I think I'm going to do this with my hands.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Oh, you know what?
What?
This is a hive. See that wax?
It's a hive?
Yep. They've been here a while.
Oh
Long
my
enough
god.
to know.
Oh,
You
good.
get done? Or just you?
I don't know, hon. You record it. I think
So
something.
this is I got a gnat in my eye. This is a whole different situation.
So they were making themselves home right there.
This is a hive. Yeah, I don't know if I'm being stung or if there's one that's stung in my glove. They usually don't sting and because they're not defensive when it's a swarm, but this is an actual hive because there's honey and eggs. So it's probably been here a while. Let me spray him again. So the important thing is I get the queen in this box. That was bizarre. I thought that was kind of heavy for just bees.
Will they make another hive?
Not without the queen. But you could have more bees visit this area just because it's a beautiful area for bees to be and they might smell this old hive that was here. Sometimes that happens.
I have a bunch of plants and flowers on the other side of my yard.
Yeah.
So, and I've been seeing bees over there too. I need to check that side out as well.
Well, these bees are probably going over there
Oh,
for,
okay.
to pollinate and to get nectar. If I could see the queen and get her in the box, that's a winning deal right there.
What does she look like?
She looks pretty much like them, so it's hard to find her, but her abdomen is bigger. So, you know, her bottom half is bigger. And that's the only way you can tell them apart. But she's probably in that mix right there.
So do you, how do you bottle it?
Well, these frames that are in here, they'll build the wax out on that and put the honey in there. And then I have a centrifuge. So I take the frames of honey, cut the wax cappings off, put them in there and spin it, and it sends the honey to the side. And then you strain it. I brought you guys a little jar of honey.
Oh, thank you.
It's the best ever. Healthy, delicious. Nature's goodness.
So I'm quite sure I was on the other side of the property when you told her about the spray. What's in that spray you put on there?
Sugar water.
Oh, okay.
Half water, half sugar. And it does two things. The water makes it so they can't fly very well.
Right.
Although some of them aren't obviously not wet. And then the sugar they like to eat. So when you wet them, they all kind of contracted. When I
Right.
sprayed them, they contract in like this. And I'm pretty sure the queen is not hanging out on your tree, but I'm trying to get as many of the girls in this box as I can.
When will you be getting honey out of bees?
If they stay, which I think this will because it's a hive. Sometimes when you capture a swarm,
Yeah.
they will, you get them home and they leave again because they're wandering bees. But typically the honey is extracted around July, so not until next year.
Oh, okay.
If this was April, usually swarms happen earlier, and this is a hive, so it's been here a little while, not too long. They could do this wax in a couple of weeks, but they weren't going anywhere. I put my hair on top of my head because this thing falls down over my eyes. All right, I think that's. I'm going to put it down on the ground in a sec. So any of these bees that are stuck here or out wandering that come home and they can't find their mama will stay on this branch for a few days.
Sounds like buzzing in my hair.
Oh no, don't get them in your hair.
Well, I went like this, so.
Okay.
hopefully-
If they get literally in your hair, it makes them mad, and there's nothing more terrifying than a mad bee in your hair. All right. So I'll show you some behavior. Don't drop it. Got any Spanish moss?
Yeah.
Is there some over there by that, right here?
Where?
That's hanging by this tree, or is that just, by this fence?
I'll grab it. I don't need you to go get it. I was just. I'm going to close up the front of this, and I can do it with that or something.
Or run over to Josh's and grab it. So that would be the honeycomb wax, basically?
Yep, I'll leave this with you so that you can have a momentum. Or a memento? Memento, yeah,
Yeah.
not a momentum. And I'll show you what's in it once I get the bees off of it. Got some nectar, but also pollen. And maybe eggs, but I can't see eggs without my reading glasses. They're flying right back to
But I
it.
say they're flying right back to it.
Smells like home. Put it over here and I'll get it. I am so glad my girlfriend, since my husband was stranded. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
So it seems like the queen's there because they're all going in the box.
Because you're exactly right. If she wasn't in there, they'd be flying all around, but they smell her in there, and they're marching in. We've had swarms before where we shake a tree and it goes all over the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and you leave this front part open, and
Yes.
it's the cutest thing. I have video of it, and I say cute because I'm just stuffing this up. The bottom of it is screened so they can breathe, but I don't want them to come out in the car on the way home. So that's my natural.
Oh, so it's
breathable.
like your natural screen to keep them from...
So anyway, bees were everywhere, and if you tap on the box like this, they're all over. They turn and they start marching towards the
Oh,
front.
that's pretty
It
cool.
is the crazy.